The story does not begin in comfort. It begins with loss. The year is 1942. In a quiet apartment in Paris, a man stares out the window at the empty street. He is not safe here. The Nazis occupy the city. Philosophers, writers, and free thinkers live under constant threat. His name, Jean-Paul Sartre. His mentor has just been arrested. He may never return. In that silence, Sartre writes feverishly, as if the act of putting words on paper is a form of rebellion. He feels the weight of something far heavier than war, the unbearable burden of human freedom. He whispers to himself, "Man is condemned to be free." Freedom as burden, Sartre's words are not abstract. They are born from a lived crisis. The bombs outside remind him that fate can strike at any moment. Yet inside his mind, he sees a different kind of terror. The fact that no God, no law of nature, no eternal order will tell him what to do. Every choice is his alone. And in that, he sees a paradox. Humanity claims to crave freedom. Nations fight wars in its name. But when freedom is placed in our hands, naked and absolute, we recoil. We want excuses, authority, a destiny to obey. Something, anything that will take away the unbearable weight of choosing. Centuries earlier, another man had sensed the same fear. Søren Kierkegaard, wandering the streets of Copenhagen, felt freedom as dizziness. Standing on the edge of a cliff, he realized that what terrifies us is not falling, but knowing that we could jump. This possibility, this abyss of choice, makes freedom feel like a curse. Sartre reads Kierkegaard's words and feels their truth echo through his bones. It is not the Nazi soldier at the corner that terrifies him most. It is the fact that, even under oppression, he is still free to choose how to live, how to resist, how to respond. This is the secret horror. No matter the chains on our bodies, the soul remains unchained, and we long to escape it. Rising conflict, the temptation of escape. But how do humans escape freedom? We invent roles. We slip into masks. We hide behind the words, "I had no choice." Sartre calls it bad faith, the lie we tell ourselves to avoid responsibility. The waiter who insists he is just a waiter and nothing more. The soldier who claims he only followed orders. The citizen who shrugs, "That's just the way things are." Each abdicates the burden of freedom. Each chooses safety over truth. But the cost is profound, the slow death of authenticity. The war intensifies. Paris grows darker. Friends vanish in the night. Sartre, Simone de Beauvoir, and a small circle of thinkers meet in cafes, whispering ideas that could cost their lives. Here, freedom is no longer theory. It is action. To resist or to remain silent. To publish forbidden words or to burn them. And in this crucible, Sartre realizes something radical. Freedom is not a luxury. It is not comfort. It is the essence of what it means to be human. Even in chains, even under threat, one remains free to choose, if only the choice to defy inwardly. And so he writes, not to escape, but to fight. Yet another terror remains. If we are free, absolutely free, the meaning is not given to us. We must create it. Here lies the second existential dilemma. The universe is silent. No scripture, no cosmic plan, no eternal law descends to tell us why we are here. Albert Camus, Sartre's contemporary, feels this silence as absurdity. The human heart cries for meaning, yet the stars give no answer. And so Camus imagines Sisyphus, condemned to push his rock up the hill forever. His freedom lies not in escape, but in defiance, in embracing the absurd task and declaring, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy," rising toward insight, the confrontation with nothingness. For Sartre, the silence of the universe reveals another truth. Existence precedes essence. We are not born with a fixed purpose. We exist first. Only then, through our choices, do we create ourselves. This is freedom at its most terrifying. There is no true self waiting to be discovered, no hidden blueprint. There is only the self we continuously build, act by act, decision by decision. We are artists of our own being, painting with every choice we make. But what if we fail? What if we waste our freedom? Sartre's answer is ruthless. Then we alone are responsible. One night, Paris is under blackout. The streets are silent except for the boots of patrols. Sartre walks home, notebook hidden beneath his coat. He feels the full weight of terror. Death could come with a knock at the door. Yet within him, something hardens. He realizes that even in fear, he is free. To resist, to write, to affirm. Freedom is not about safety. It is not about comfort. It is about courage. The courage to take ownership of one's life, even in the face of nothingness. This is why freedom terrifies us, because it demands we become authors of our own fate, because it strips away every excuse, because it reveals that the only ground beneath our feet is the one we create as we walk. Resolution toward authentic existence. The war ends. Sartre emerges, not unscathed but alive. His philosophy spreads through Europe like wildfire, igniting debates in cafes, universities, and bedrooms. Young people see in his words both liberation and dread. To be free is to stand without guarantees, to live without a script, to accept that life has no meaning until we give it one. And so the story closes not with certainty, but with a challenge. We are free, terrifyingly free. The question is not whether freedom will destroy us. The question is, will we dare to embrace it? Look around. We fill our lives with distractions, authorities, systems, and roles, all to shield us from the raw, unmediated truth of our freedom. But perhaps, as Sartre, Kierkegaard, and Camus remind us, the task is not to escape this burden. The task is to carry it with courage, to look into the abyss and step forward anyway. And in doing so, we may discover that what terrifies us most is also what makes us most human.